Hello dear student, this is Rajwan Singh and today I am going to teach you some important points of lesson 2nd, Kings and Kingdoms of class 7 SST. So my dear student, let's start. I have told you everything in the previous video, but I want to discuss you some important points. So my dear student, let's start and see and listen carefully. Emergence of new kingdoms. My dear student, during the earliest phase of the medieval history, ruffling starting from the 7th century, vassals are chieftains. So my dear student, identities rose in prominence in different parts of the subcontinent. Soon they acquired power to establish independent kingdoms. Varying kingdoms involved in tripartite struggle. The beginning of medieval Indian history was marked by a long struggle involving the Gujarat Pratiharas of Malwa. So my dear student, the Rashtrakulas of Deccan and the Palas of Bengal to establish their supremacy over Kannauj. As this event involved in this, my dear student, three major regional powers are described by historians as the tripartite struggle, and this struggle was very important. The constant struggle eventually weakened the three dynasties and resulted in their ultimate decline. So my dear student, the next point is the Gujarat Pratiharas. The Gurjar Pratiharas. The Gurjar Pratiharas were the dominant power of Western India, parts of Western and Central Rajasthan, and the parts of Central India. Initially, they had been local officials who later succeeded, also resisted the Arab insurgents. The long line of powerful rulers of that time, this dynasty included Nagabhat first, and the date was 750 to 780 CE. So my dear student, the founder of the dynasty, Vats Raja and Mihir Bhoj. Mihir Bhoj 836 to 890 CE. The most prominent among them established the largest empire in northern India at that time. So my dear student, with Kannauj as his capital, established the largest empire in the northern India. And the next point is the Palas. The Pala Empire was established by Gopala around 750 CE. His kingdom extended over the states of present-day Bengal, Bihar, parts of Odisha, and Nepal. So my dear student, they fought many wars with Pala dynasty expanded, and they have fought many wars with the Gurjar Pratiharas and Rashtrakutas. So my dear student, you have to know about this, that their empire including Kannauj, Odisha, Bihar, Assam and northern India. According to Tibetan chronicles, the Palas were patrons of the Buddhist university. Pala rulers also donated generously to Nalanda University, another famous center of Buddhist learning and education. So my dear student, they had trade and culture relations with the countries of Southeast Asia. Mahipala, one of the latest ruler, was defeated by Rajendra Chola of the Chola dynasty in 1023 CE. Rampala 1082 to 1124 CE was the last known king of the dynasty. So my dear student, the next point is Rashtrakutas. The Rashtrakutas kingdom was established by the Danti Durga or Danti Varman. They have preceded the kingdom at that time. The word Rashtra in Sanskrit means territory, while Kuta means chieftain. My dear student, Rashtra means territory and Kuta means chieftain. Prior to acquiring the status of a ruling dynasty in the Deccan, the Rashtrakutas were the vassals of the Chalukya in Central India. So my dear student, the dynasty produced many famous warriors and efficient administrators in that time. My dear student, the next point, the Chauhans. Who are Chauhans and what they have done in the Indian history? The Chauhans were the last prominent Indian dynasty of North India. The Chauhan or Chahamana dynasty of Ajmer was established in the 11th century. Before coming to power, they were vassals and of the Gurjar Pratiharas. One of the famous rulers of the Chauhan dynasty was Vigraharaj, who captured Chittor. Prithviraj Chauhan, the most outstanding Chauhan ruler, ascended the throne of Ajmer around 1169 CE. So my dear student, he followed a policy of expansion. His most famous expedition was against the Chandelas of Bundelkhand. So my dear student, the events of Prithviraj's reign have been described in Prithviraj Raso, composed by his court poet and friend Chandvardhai. Prithviraj Chauhan was engaged in the first and second battles of Terrain against Muhammad Ghori in 1191 CE and 1192 CE respectively. So my dear student, he defeated Ghori. However, in the second battle he was defeated and executed. the Kalachuris. The next point, my dear student, I have told you before in the previous video that Kalachuri is the dynastic name used by two kingdoms in central India and parts of Karnataka. Kings bearing this dynastic name ruled from the 10th to 12th centuries. So, my dear student, to differentiate them, historians call them the northern and southern branches of Kalachuri dynasties. The northern Kalachuris ruled over the areas of the present day western Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. My dear student, the next point is the Chandelas. The Chandelas were a powerful dynasty of North India during the early medieval period. They ruled over the central India from the 9th century to the 13th century. My dear student, their first capital was Khajuraho, the famous temple town. Later, the capital was shifted to Mahotsav Nagar, or you can say it Mahoba. They are regarded as one of the lunar dynasties. My dear student, the kingdom of the Chandelas of Khajuraho was a part of large empire of Khajuraho, Gurjar and Pratiharas. My dear student, the Hindu Sahis, the Gahadawalas are also some rulers, and I have told you about this in the previous videos. Pattern of administration during the period. The king headed the administration. He was also the commander-in-chief of the army, and he take decisions on the spot by listening the facts. So, my dear student, usually the position of the king was hereditary, although the rulers of successions were not rigidly fixed. So, dear student, I want to discuss some important facts of this chapter. So, listen. And the disintegration of Harshvardhana's empire resulted in the establishment of the several small regional kingdoms throughout India. The next point is the Arabs under Muhammad bin Qasim were the earliest Muslim invaders to reach the Indian subcontinent. My dear student, the next point, the Rajputs, a warrior clan of varied descent, continued to dominate the Indian political scene between 750 CE and 1200 CE. The next point, the Palas, Rashtrakutas and Gurjar Pratiharas were engaged in a tripartite struggle to acquire control over Kannauj. My dear student, some important facts are here. The first and second battles of Train were fought between Prithviraj Chauhan and Muhammad Ghori in 1191 CE and 1192 C respectively. My dear student, the next point, the rock cut temples of Ellora and Elephanta in modern day Maharashtra are the legacy of the Rashtrakutas dynasty. And the next point, the Kalachuris, the Chandels, the Gahadavals and the Hindu Sahib were the other prominent dynasties that ruled over different parts of Indian subcontinent during the early medieval period. So my dear student, the king was the head of the administration, commander-in-chief, all in all of the army and dispenser of justice. That I have told you just now before 2 or 3 minutes. So my dear student, Raj Raja first and Rajendra first were the two famous Chola rulers, and inscriptions are the most important sources of the history of Cholas. That's all for today. So my dear student, we will meet in the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.